stacks.
Well, we'll open our textbooks and we are gonna get set and get underway on Sunset. Welcome guys to the first series of the day. Let's not forget, these are elimination matches. If you lose your best of 3, you are out of the running in VCTC. One good thing though for ZOL Esports, starting things off on the attacking side, Riku, is if you remember that matchup against the Overdogs, it was 10 rounds in a row for ZOL once they got their guns out.
The pistol round definitely gonna try to set the tone, set the pace here. And they're slightly leaning towards mid-control, it seems, from Tiles here. We're not going to be seeing the oppressive usual breach at top mid. So maybe they have space.
ZOL Esports kicking off the action with tile control here. We also have the 2 initiators actually trying to play the B main. So a bit of a fake, draw that attention, and Orgel didn't get the intel. ZOL right now, they're sneaking on through it. Atman finding the pick. It's mid taken here by ZOL, and they can make the pivot happen.
Exactly, really nice scan as well. There was a lot of sounds and movements being given away, and they're still continuing.
Strong pinch from ZOL. Boba taken. Come on, locked that one. But answers. There you go with the first, even a second. One-man army for the time being. He had to hold by his lonesome. The rest of 1, 2, 3 do come on in, but Decoy only a dummy. They're found by Zind. And Zind, speaking of,
one enemy remaining.
And Chintu doesn't see him coming. Paranoia into play. ZOL well executed on the pistol.
And there we go. You don't have to be a controller to be a smoke criminal. And Zind really sneaking past through that entire site. And that seemed really decent at the very beginning, but I think what opened up everything is the sounds, the initial sounds and footsteps that they made, giving a lot of information towards ZOL Esports to push through mid, and then everything just fell apart on the side of 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, draw that rotation right with that initiator utility, and they got the good timing on Orgil, who was trying to help out the B-main skill itself. So ZOL showing that they can maximize the potential around the map. Patman now speedy in. And interesting enough, 2 pistols in the hands of ZOL. Not all of them really buying up here. Answers though, able to shoot down one, and he has been pretty potent so far in the first 2 rounds.
And that's going to be the biggest difference. A lot of sheriffs, a lot of confidence bias, of course, all throughout on the side of 1, 2, 3. This round could actually be a 1-for-1 if they're not too careful, which is why they're pulling the stops for now.
Yeah, never count out Team 1 to 3. Truthfully, we've seen these Mongolian squads be so potent in these eco rounds. They're just such incredible fraggers, no matter what squad. And here at mid, answers again. Sneaky peeky like, looking for the timing against ZOL. Zind, he doesn't see it though. That box providing protection.
Oh,
and answers. This timing's gonna be good. It's not shot. And here you have it, another shot. Answers the executioner. And it's a worthwhile backstab. Big damage done already by the Cypher.
That is a lot of pain. And now they're constricted. 30 seconds on the clock. You really have no choice but to pick right now. And all of them are in mid, so they can immediately go for the retake no matter what.
No questions asked. Answers has found impact in the round. But there's still more work to be done here for Team 1, 2, 3, 4v2. But gun advantage is still there in KFC. Able to shoot down one. He has been tackled. One time also connecting. Organ now trying to break one to the mark and easily mowing down KFC there. Everything left to Zind. Solo on the site. Here comes Deco now making some noise. Market taken here by 1, 2, 3 and sneaking off. Those are the numbers that they have. It's too much to handle for ZOL. And 1, 2, 3 sneak this one away and take their eco.
Oh my word. That is the 1-for-1 that we talked about earlier. I mean, Answer, I swear, he was just in the best position. It was a good read. They didn't get to check that corner, ZOL Esports. And the fact that we talked about the ghost buys, the double pistols on the side of your entry for ZOL, it does feel like maybe they figured that the Guardians and the Bulldogs on their side would have been enough, but the 5 sheriffs, the fraggers from 1, 2, 3 are just too much.
Yeah, it's just concerning. Patman, he's gonna get sent there without really the right firepower. And ZOL, they are very economically focused, right? How they play their macro. They want to try and save some money. If they need it in a pinch, bring out the operator. But this is what can happen, Riku, and Team 1, 2, 3 now with the gun advantage.
Yeah, high risk, high reward here. They're the ones that have free upgrades. But Patman still proving to be extremely effective.
That's why you give him a gun.
I know
Yep.
exactly
He
what.
has a vandal, and he's already found the two. Patman infiltrating. And not only that, Neural Depth into play fast lane right now. Patman's still alive, but not for long. Orgo with the punish, but it's enough space made for ZOL to go for B.
This is the 3-man retake.
In. Tries to hold Decoy now. Making that judge count.
Last player
ZOL
standing.
Esports in position. And seems like for ZOL, they just want to return the dish that was sent to them a while ago. Sheriff's on point. Orgil all alone now. Here comes Kevzi. They don't see each other. Eventually, Orgil walks in the smoke, and Kevzi leads the dance. A triple for Kevzi. And this round goes back to ZOL's way.
They're just exchanging ecos at this point. ZOL Esports, Patman with a Vandal was definitely enough for them to open up the B side here. And honestly, I think that's one thing that we have to praise from ZOL Esports is that their mid control has been very precise so far for these past 3 rounds. Patman finding the initial frag was just so important. But it's the mid rounds that I think that 1-2-3 is really, really good at. So maybe, just maybe, once we see the full buy rounds, that's going to be the difference maker.
Here we go. ZOL Esports now upping the pace. Another team has to go eco. It's a pendulum swinging here, Riku. And
I
1,
know.
2, 3. Let's not forget to never count them out. Kevzi though getting close. It seems like for ZOL, they're gonna stop here by A main for now.
Overdrive available for the side of Patman, so that's something 1-2-3 has to be wary about. They are making the right call. 3 members from 1-2-3 invested onto A, and all of them looking at elbow. So this is going to be the perfect setup for a stun if Patman decides to rush through.
Yeah. Patman, he's just waiting for the call. And the rest of ZOL, they're so good at silencing their intentions. But 1-2-3 still anchored in here towards A. Triple stack in a good position. But yeah, and the rest. Winding down the timer. Dart now broken. Kevzi showing his hand. ZOL eventually, they're gonna have to go in. The Bucky though up close, Riku. And with a Neon in the Bucky, it's time for some ankle breakers. But Decoy misses first shot, gets the second. Patrick already getting in there. And it seems like for ZOL, they go for the overrun anyway.
Beautiful execution. They anticipated everything, so they decided to skip that corner. It was all worth for Patman again on the beautiful entry. And now it's a bunch of sheriffs for this retake. They do have neural theft at least, but against 4 vandals at that seems really grim for them.
Yeah, and Answers now, he's gonna have to save that ult for the next round. ZOL Esports showing 1-2-3 what they're all about. Nice wing though from Jindu, at least doing some damage. Where's the gun now? New sheriff in his hands, finally a vandal here. And he's trying to at least force some 1v1s in the situation. Get some damage, get some kills. Jindu with another, but Kevzi again. Back-to-back triple kills here, Riku, and ZOL Esports. They're working off with that one.
Yeah, it's almost as if it's, I don't know where I'm going with this, a storybook. You've got Patman just starting these first few chapters, and after that, the end, Kevzi just laying down the pain onto 1-2-3. And honestly, at that point, Chintu pretty much trapped into that position. Might as well take down a few of their economy. But ZOL Esports still has a lot of money in the bank, so this is now the full buy that we're looking forward to, Dax.
Gotta go!
Let's
Finally!
see. Finally, I know!
After all these rounds, we get guns on both sides. But you said it here, ZOL actually, they have a good economy, they have the overdrive too, but Patman's slowing it down, but somehow shrugs off the headshot. Jinzu, his bullets made out of rubber, and Patman, the glue of this squad. Here we go towards the street side now. Hunter Fury gonna be the call. Answer's already gonna get tagged on down, and Kevzi with another. Give him a gun, give him a bow, he'll get the kill anyway, and ZOL are making their way towards B.
A beautiful execution overall. Patman, again, the chaos alongside the Hunter's Fury. But really nice pick here from the side of 1-2-3. But now that it's planted and it's 4 again, it's gonna be hard.
Oh, Patman and Zind. These guys know how to play front. The Vanguard now able to get the smash onto Decoy, and ZOL will finish off the job. 4-1, and I don't know about this one, Riku. For 1-2-3, it's so unfortunate that they took Patman already, but they still couldn't get the kill.
I know, sees the barrel of the gun, able to sneak past, but at the end, it's the flicks from Patman again and again. His first blood percentage in this game, I know this map is just starting, But right now, 6 rounds in a row, Patman, again, the opening picks have been crucial for ZOL Esports to just overrun these sites.
I mean, Patman has been one of our star first killers in this tournament alone. And he knows how to play the entry. He knows how to make that kind of space. Honestly, of all the players in ZOL Esports, Patman probably has one of the most flexible agent pools as a player. Aftershock though making some noise. 1, 2, 3 again. Stuck on an eco state. And Decoy has a Bucky in the overdrive, but Kakarot ready for the contact here. Patman also with the frag. Here we go. Neon's running around, but eventually speed kills and Kempsey's faster. Here goes Patman now. Sharp shots too. And ZOL just bulldozing 1, 2, 3. Answer still from afar.
But it has been the same story. It is eco on the side of 1, 2, 3, but it was a party outside of A. And again, they're positioned with the buddy system to make sure that there's trades all over the place with the 4-man that they always have in the post plant. And ZOL 5-1. They are unstoppable.
Yeah, they just seem. It just seems like all the momentum's in their favor. And I checked the stats real quick here, Riku. Patman, 5th highest number of first kills in the whole tournament.
Wow.
And one of the highest ratings for first kills, 0.24 and going for more. That's such a good sign here for ZOL because Team 1, 2, 3, they're very good at capitalizing on those first picks, but if they're the ones taken down earlier on, then it might be a struggle for them.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't exactly seen... Oh! They're not stopping.
Yeah, the overdrive though has to back off, and here we go, the perfect suppress 2. Self-command in play. Decoy right now taking on down. It's ZOL Esports before anything else. They're getting in there, but Oracle, the super stuff again, back now in the starting roster. A triple for him, but it's not enough. Kempsey with the reset and with the res. Bringing the KO back to life, and it's up to Answers now.
Anyone again sees the peak and the trades. They're always making sure that they are always together to prevent any isolated fights. This has been the pattern. ZOL Esports, they know how to take advantage of an advantage.
Advantageception, Riku. You
yeah, I know, right?
You get the advantager.
Exactly.
Maybe you get the advantages. Or maybe make some words up here. But truth be told, it's not too surprising here from ZOL because this is what they did the last time they were on Sunset. Their attacking side is so overwhelming.
Yeah, it's it does feel like they have this side in particular. Oh, wait a minute. Operator is operator.
Batman. Decoy. Who picks first? Batman goes back into cover, reposition, but this swing is read by Decoy. And exactly what 1, 2, 3 needs. We haven't seen them play off a 5v4 too much in this game. Now we'll get it.
Especially that their opener has been eliminated here. So usually Kevzi has been impactful in a lot of these mid rounds or once they have executed the site. But Answer also is amazing having to multi-frag for 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, he had such a hot start, and he's been very precise throughout the game so far. They do mark the tripwire though. Is he close enough with the knife? No, the suppress isn't there. And Answer's able to use the cyber cage to at least slow down the push. Eventually ZOL gonna go on side fragment, use Paranoia as also lob. No one home as of now. Well placed camera from Answers. He has a good chance, but Kakarot is just better on the shot. Hunt the series now from 1, 2, 3. They know it's close. Kakarot is getting tagged. Kempsey also gonna get hit there. But you hear Riku rolling thunder. 1, 2, 3, throwing the kitchen sink at ZOL here on site. Kempsey all alone now. Isolated, taken down. Kakarot though fighting well. A 3 for Kakarot. Zin here, and Zin, what was that? Here he comes to save the day, and ZOL will continue the streak.
That was complete chaos. Understandable. You got to see 2 members from ZOL Esports practically stunned on the side of elbow. Of course, you want to try and look at that angle, but there is from behind Zind having to circle around and wrap around on towards the side, having that perfect timing, always at the right place at the right time, and a very understandable timeout from 1, 2, 3. This is a dominating start from ZOL Esports.
Yeah, ZOL Esports Just all the momentum in the world for them. Team 1-2-3. You understand this timeout right now, Riku. It's such a heartbreaking round for them. They get the first pick with the operator. They use the Rolling Thunder well onto the site. But ZOL, they just get back in positions like elbow in time, get that attention, and suddenly Zin, who has always been the guy to break the coup de grace in these kind of rounds, right? The one who's effectively lurking at a different angle, ZOL just gets the right timing on it.
That's true. You could sense this frustration, especially that this is their map pick, and as well as the fact that that was the closest round that they've encountered so far in this entire first half. So at one point you have to ask, at the back of your head, we had everything, but somehow it was so close and yet we could not secure it at all. And now they're back to this little bit of a broken buy on the side of 1-2-3. They still have to deal with the operator on the opposite side from Patman as well.
We've seen from Team 1-2-3 in this game. It's tough on the Eco, and Decoy trying to make a play, but Kakarot providing cover. It's so well placed by ZOL. They're protecting the Neon as much as they can. And Patman's up now. Still gonna be a threat moving forward. Shintu wants to get close, but ZOL has had enough of A-main so far.
These are amazing reads from ZOL Esports. Every single time they try to do something on A-main, on an eco, they always prevent and just deny any sort of funny plays from 1-2-3. An absolute 100% read from ZOL. Now B could be the choice.
Yeah, ever since they messed up really in round number 2, leaving Patman all alone, it's been ZOL playing Protect the President, makes the shoot at Neon, finds him back into the round. Answers though, this has been his home, but the darts exposing his position. Shockdart 2, making it up for him. Peek on out, Zin and Kakarot already in position.
One enemy remaining.
For ZOL, even better with one more on the board. Such a clean round for ZOL, as it's a flawless for them.
Oh my word, ZOL Esports. The confidence, the way that they're just swapping weapons. It is going to be a big surprise again. It's Overdrive. Actually, Overdrive not available for Patman just yet, so it might just be a little bit of an unexpected switch just to throw 1-2-3 off guard again with this operator.
I mean, Kakarot, he's played the duelist for ZOL also before. He knows how to play the operator. Many players really of ZOL, they can run that gun. But I'm looking at Team 1-3 right now. They finally have all rifles on the board again. Sure, it's light armor for some, but what's the play right now? Because ZOL is putting pressure onto me yet again. Patman trying to find the spray. Answers held back for now.
Wait a moment.
But look at 1-2-3 here, Riku. They've played so well towards top mid, catching Zind early on.
Very important. It has been Zind that has been watching their flanks all this time. This might be a potential wrap if they're able to do a 5-man retake and allow this to plant, unless they don't want that anymore. They just prevent them from the plan overall.
Yeah, it removes the lurk at least. Answers now waiting here behind tents, and still Patman up on hand. 1-2-3 of 1-2-3. Catches out Kakarot. And this is a decisive hold towards mid for Team 1-3 so far. Potential to prevent ZOL from any other angle. And case in point, now they have command. On side, sliding and dicing. What was that decoy? Any direction, he'll kill them all. And the 4K there for the flawless 2.
That is a round win that 1-2-3 needed to boost momentum, to gain that confidence back on their plate. We talked about how this team is oozing with confidence. If they have the lead, they can hammer it down exactly like this. It may not be as explosive at the very beginning as it has been 1 to 2 picks as a stagger, but after a while you get to see Decoy really coming back, entering the fray, and then landing a lot of nasty shots. This is exactly what 1-2-3. This is exactly the thing that we expect from Team 1-2-3.
This is what they can do with the advantage, and an immediate timeout from ZOL in response. Now they have to be a little bit wary because the adjustment from 1-3 is here, Riku. They're watching out for the lurk. They're trying to kill Zin first, and in that round, it was just so instrumental to such quick success.
Yeah, it's that adjustment on having to find that, just as you said, Zind, but also having to adjust with Patman constantly being that walking operator, always having to reposition with that Neon. Without that, sliding forward threat, I think that gave them a bit more space compared to what was happening earlier.
Yeah, and ZOL Esports, rifles ready again, 4 ultimates online, and if Team 1-2-3 will play the rally. It has to be now. They also have the overdrive and they got back that operator. Decoy, he's feeling confident with that gun still. Because he knows he can hit the shot. He knows he can catch Pathman.
Yep.
Speaking of though, already B-main. Peppered by utility. We hear the null command online from Zol 2. Fault line now going to be played on out towards the site. Team 1 to 3, respecting the jump. You're going to give it the site for now here.
5-man retake. We haven't seen that in a while. It's always that first pick before entering, but this time ZOL Esports not going to be waiting for that pick. They're just going to go.
Safer call for Team 1 to 3. Difficulty with the operator, sure, but now the Hunter's here of Kevsi. From afar, he's trying to make some damage happen. Decoy shut down the Pathman, and ZOL Esports playing onto the side. It's 3 here for ZOL, make that 4. Orgil all alone now, it's tough to fight. Many numbers, and ZOL Esports, they were ready for it. A 9-2 half so far, and ZOL just in command still.
Last round before the switch.
Yeah, their post plan, once they're complete, is just so stalwart. Like, 1, 2, 3 really needs that opening pick to just get more advantage when it comes to that retake. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see any conversion from this operator pick. It does feel like the success of 1, 2, 3 so far has been this big mid control. When we look back, rewind, it's that first pick in the mid market or top mid. When they lose the 1, it all falls apart.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just some of these retakes coming in from Boba, from a Link, from a Ali, it's not working. If there were just more angles here for Team 1, 2, 3. I'm looking especially for a bit more market control, perhaps even that B main flank we were talking about a while ago. At least better success for the Mongolian squad, but right now ZOL, the playbook has been working and they're gonna go for it yet again. Pathman though, straight through the smoke. Now on the inside sees 2 targets. It's a 1-for-1 though, 1 to 3. A good hold by him, but 1 2 3 is not done. That's 2 to his name. He's looking for more. Zin into the corner. Breathing distance. They're just on top of each other here, Riku. But Zin now the foundation. Able to topple the sofa. The only thing standing here for Decoy. And he plays the fast lane, looking for a rifle perhaps nearby. Picking up the gun. Paranoia though the answer. And ZOL keeping the Neon at bay. They hear him coming. They know where he is. And with smoke in the way, he gets a bit tougher. Zin now. Isolate the angle. All picked up yet again as Decoy tried to find any kind of value, but this is the last round of the first half here, Riku. No more saving, you gotta shoot them down, Decoy. It's in with the contact, and Jet with a finishing blow. ZOL finish the half in style. It's 10-2 for them.
This is just...
It's been historically good on this map, and it continues on in this set. But Team 1, 2, 3, where's the fight back? They need it here, and they need it now, Riku.
Let's see if the first half, despite this big lead, maybe, just maybe, this is the start, the second half that they really need to bring back that confidence.
The numbers in Pathman already fragging out at the start. Another first blood to his name. Here we go with the stun being lobbed to the ZOL. They have the confidence not to push into A main. They go all the way towards tiles. And with Spike down, 1, 2, 3, the namesake of the team. His work is very much so cut out for him here, Riku.
Yeah, and Kevzi has that angle onto spawn as well. So if 1, 2, 3 shows himself, he's exposed.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Waiting for the fight. Nice shot on the Pathman, but it's shrugged off. And Kevzi will return the favor. Another pistol round here for ZOL. Team 1, 2, 3. If they want to even stand a chance in this map anymore, Riku, they need to do what they did in that last half. They need to win out on their own eco. And there is consideration, really. This timeout right now, do they buy up, try to force out a force buy and prevent overtime? Or they just take the eco and look to play for the OT there?
Yeah, it's always that very tough decision, right? There's going to be pressure building for sure. And at this point, they were able to get that really beautiful eco because of Answer, the 5 Sheriff buy. But also it could be because Pathman and Zin was only on their ghosts. It could also be that combination as well. But again, if Answer can make another sneaky play like that, it has to be good map control, good space for them to take and have these unexpected angles. But so far, ZOL Esports keeps pushing these spaces. They're not giving them any sort of sneaky sort of strategy that 1, 2, 3 can do. I mean, there's really no surprise if you can just push and see them right away.
Yeah, I think ZOL's success so far has been them marking where 1, 2, 3 can come from. And this time around, 1-2-3 can set that tempo, make that push happen towards A. They also did go for the force buy that I was talking about here. 2 Stingers, a Bucky, and a few Sheriffs. It's a Hail Mary play here for Team 1-2-3. Let's see if they'll be answered here by Orgel and the rest. They check out from tiles. They keep themselves contained with ZOL. They're prepping for this one, Riku. They can make the mid push happen.
Yeah, and it is going to be an A main push for now, but they won't be able to see anyone. No one close enough for this Bucky at all. G, a very nice off angle here.
Cover.
Going up top. Sets up the one-way 2. But 1-2-3 doing really well to at least avoid contact so far. You got elbow presence for Team 1-2-3. You also have Orgel in position by tiles. He can help out the side in the pinch, but ZOL might have a read on this. They're pushing now into tiles. They check the corner, the barrel seen, and Pac-Man finds an easy target. No more support from afar. And just still waiting for the sound cues there. Spike now planted, Jet backing away. And effectively away from the range of the Neon. Here comes Pac-Man now to clean up the rest. ZOL Esports sweeping all these angles. Well done by Chintu. Picks up an upgrade. Last sharp with the shots, but Kakarot's even better. Answers the hero of the previous eco. Not gonna happen to the force buy, and it's ZOL now in map points.
Wow, it was just so important for Orgel to really remain on tiles, to watch the flank, to watch everything. But that's such a huge responsibility versus 3 people that just came flooding from top mid. And Jet, again, just really holding Link all on out. So there's not a lot of space for 1-2-3, again, to be creative. Even the post plan, they really constrict 1-2-3. And now ZOL Esports at match point, there's no signs of weaknesses at all from this team.
Yeah, just that round number 2 was a wake-up call for ZOL Esports to clean up their act. And it's been spotless for the rest of the game. We expected Team 1-2-3 to be able to hit those nasty shots, to fight back, and we've seen it from time to time. But it hasn't been enough to get the rounds on the board. In case in point, 1-2-3, they lose answers already. A good plant though onto A. A post plant right now for them to try and survive with.
I'll have to see, maybe Chintu with the buddy system alongside Decoy might work out if they keep onto Ali.
Nice.
Just like that.
So you want Orgel, a beautiful stun to help out Decoy. Chintu also. Chintu with another! And exactly what Team 1-2-3 needs. Share with the paranoia. Even fakes them out with a shrouded step. But the damage has been done. And Team 1-2-3, there's still a heartbeat here, Rico. There's still a chance, but it's a long road ahead as they need to get 9 more rounds in a row if they want to force OT.
Okay.
Yeah, no room for mistakes here. ZOL Esports match point 1-2-3. In the meantime, just as you said, has a lot of points to gather to reach and force overtime. But one thing is for sure, though, they're really showing signs of life. I love what they did on Ellie control. You've got Chintu and Decoy back to back. Well, the top and the bottom position, and Decoy really laying down the pain. Judge in hand, maybe, just maybe, the confidence is back.
Yeah, Team 1-2-3, it got so dicey with their guns. Now, they finally stabilized with their standard rifles. And truth to be told, ZOL Esports, their economy hasn't been the best in this half. You can see already this is supposed to be, what? Their buy round, and
Yep.
Something happened to the game.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes. So
You are
hopefully
right.
everything is set. Because some members of both Team 1-2-3 and all of ZOL, they're not moving. That first try didn't happen. This is the real one. You're back in the right timeline.
Yeah, exactly. We're back in the original timeline, everybody, and maybe the top mid control could be 1-2-3's access. It didn't work out in the first half, maybe the second. If they find the kill onto Zin, these things are gonna open up real soon.
Yeah, Zin doesn't have the firepower too, and his tripwires aren't gonna help him in this situation. Zin now moving his way towards backside. Decoy taking control of half the objective. And here comes Kemsey to swing on out. Can Kemsey? How does he get that one? Zin also! ZOL Esports answering these problems by hitting some nutty shots, and Zin is doing it all here. Orgel now finding Kakaroto in response. It's 2v3, and Pac-Man, he's coming from the flank. He has the overdrive, he has a rifle, and ZOL Esports ready to stake their claim on the site and call sunset their own. 13-3, a dominant start here for ZOL.
What a confidence boost for ZOL Esports. That was not...
Team 1, 2, 3 would have, I guess, the same skill set, you know, because the regions do provide a lot of identity for our teams and a lot of blueprints to follow. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a lot more bite on this map. At the same time, ZOL is no slouch on bind either.
I like how when you say bite, because we've got a double duelist and a chamber on the side of Team 1, 2, 3. They're not stopping. They want to keep going with a lot of these aggressive picks, especially on defense. They can do a lot of things here, and Answer was the reason why they were able to put that round win on the map earlier. Perhaps we get to see a lot of these opening picks from him.
Oh my goodness, Batman. Could you be any closer to the monitor? That's the first thing I noticed. And at the same time, like, ZOL is a very data-centric team that, again, takes a bit of time to get the info to play around. But earlier on Sunset, they did manage to leverage a lot, and I mean a lot of mid-control, as you guys pointed out. So in turn, it does cut off the rotations for Team 1, 2, 3, and makes that mid-round messier. But even then, you still saw flashes of brilliance for Team 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Big side hit on the side.
Forced to give up that position. Patna just storming through on the raise, by the way. Having to get the plant down, but Lamp still isn't clear. No -1 on
Spike
either of the
planted.
team. They get the plant down already. Oh dear, this is gonna be messy. Zind with a kill onto Chain 2. It's gonna be trades 3v3 now. 70 HP. There's 2 people onto short. Lot to clear.
Kakarot can't heal himself here, but the time is winding down, and Team 1, 2, 3, they look
One
a little
enemy
lost here. The
remaining.
defuse is there. Look at all those frags come their way.
Beautiful. There it is. Decoy with the
enemy
defuse.
remaining.
It's already half. A classic in hand, by the way. Having to actually get the shots down, Jet!
That's why they put
with
me
a
in
triple
charge.
ZOL Esports with a beautiful clutch here on the pistol round.
Beautiful as it was dominant, you know, I feel like there was a moment there where it did seem like they had no business winning this type of fights.
Yeah.
It did get kind of
One
messy
enemy
on
remaining.
U-Haul here, and a lot of confident fights, or rather shots landing on the side of 1, 2, 3. Made it a bit convincing. But you see the little smile like, hey guys, I just 1v3. That's all good though.
Yeah, earlier in Sunset, it was a lot of plays from Patman, Kakarot, but this time Jet with the opening round. Really good momentum boost! What is that? They were just walking both at the same time, and a beautiful headshot from Patman.
Oh my goodness, there's something that feels so bad about getting peeked as a chamber when no one
Yeah.
could have teleported out. But look at 1, 2, 3. They're a bit more aggressive this time.
Having to gain information, but also pull back to not get too greedy. I like this from 1, 2, 3. But Kakarot finds another one.
Oh my goodness. And an impactful one at that. I
Right
love
here.
the patience of ZOL. They know they have the better weapons, and they know... the ball is really in the court of 1, 2, 3 to take the fights here. And you saw some of that aggression somewhat work out, but as I see
One
that
enemy
it's
remaining.
from across the map, and
Well-
I'm pretty sure this round is done and dusted.
Yeah. It
Spike
is,
planted.
again, that eco on the side of 1, 2, 3. ZOL Esports. Constantly, it's still not stopping. While we don't see the usual Patman onto this guy, it's Kakarot this time. But it really translates. His presence is still so impactful. Doesn't even have to slow down and wait, just as you said, right? They're just going right at it right off the bat.
Oh yeah,
No one beats my
and
firepower.
I don't know what
I
changed
got
in the
this.
offseason. I mean, ZOL, yes, they were good at pistol rounds and just trying to get their boots on the
enemy
ground, but it was not this brisk. Now, 1, 2, 3, we already see a lot of their aggression come into play, even if it's an eco. You saw, I think it was Chin2 trying to cross back onto Octagon and maybe get a good angle. But ZOL, again, they're picking this apart. They know they still have scaling weapons here. I would not be surprised if 1, 2, 3 take this, though. Granted, it is a bonus.
Zind with the hero rifle, though. We've seen him just deal a lot of pain. And as well as ZOL Esports having to win bonuses of enemies. So Kakarot being very patient here on the path.
So one thing that we have to tell our uninitiated, for those who have not been following ZOL just yet, they will legitimately grind you down. If it's just a battle of attrition and stamina, ZOL is just so hard to beat. And right now, it is the same thing. They know they have the round advantage. They know
Smoke's
that they have
down.
the weaker weapons. And now they know 1, 2, 3 have to push out. Or not really have to push out, but would want to push out to create said space. But again, 1, 2, 3, they are holding down the line, and I like this patience from them. They know overextensions are a bit risky against a team that's as sharp as ZOL.
Yeah, I think that's what really hurt them in Sunset as well. They like to peek 1v1 onto Patman constantly. So they don't want that to
30
happen
seconds
anymore. They
left.
want the pressure on to ZOL Esports, and that's exactly how you do it. Followed by Answer with a double. And now they're not stopping here. Jet trying to even things out. Gets a double with the Guardian. And with yellow health bar, maybe it's going to be a tall order. Kevzi gonna slide right through. 1v2. This
10
could be
seconds
doable
left.
if he gets the isolated fights, but he doesn't know where everybody's at.
Last
7
player
seconds on the
standing.
clock. No way, Kevzi. 4 seconds. Forced to plant. He knows
No
where the
time.
other one is. Do you have the time? Yes, you do. It's still doable. 25,
must
2
wait a
bullets. Are you gonna reload? Yes, you are. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but you know that the last player is gonna be from Hookah. Do you try to piece this? Do you buy time? Kevzi! You're
always play high
crazy!
stakes.
What a clutch! 3-0 for ZOL.
I did not see the 4 on that timer, nor did 1, 2, 3. And I thought for sure that could have been a round that they could have eked away with. But Kevzi says no, he puts his foot down and clutches at the beginning of this map. And if that doesn't cause heartache, I don't know what will.
Yeah, again, it looked so good, right? Decoy with the initial pick. Answer follows up. There was the man advantage for 1, 2, 3. Now they're back on an
Insane.
eco.
I feel like that's such a painful thing to say, you know? Like, we really are hopeful for a lot of these teams coming into the stage, but maybe the lights are a little too bright. Maybe it's blinding. But look at 1, 2, 3. It doesn't seem like the confidence has waned at all as they look for a stray fight here.
Let's see, Jet, again, one of the reasons why they won that bonus either way. Chinja's able to escape, but look at this Answer. The kill onto Kevzi. They're still not over with the fight, but Jet finally takes Tin2 down.
Is this enough to push ZOL maybe over the hill for this round? As you see a lot of movement on 1, 2, 3 side. They might want to reinforce
Let's see.
this part of the map. I have no idea how that went.
Yeah, same. It was a very, very good dodge by Answer here. Now they're gonna do a plant. No upgrades on the side of 1, 2, 3. Now that's gonna be the barrier mesh just being a nuisance. Clanman here on the smoke, by the way. This is so risky, but it might just work. Even re-smoking to conceal Patman here. He's just in enemy territory. He's in enemy lines. He might get exposed in just a few seconds, like literally right now. Gets a second, not the third, as Orgel shuts him down. But it doesn't matter. The damage is done. Time is clicking, ticking as Catstruck finishes the job. 4-0 start for ZOL Esports.
He hit him with a shh. I can wait. And ZOL now up 4-0 against 1, 2, 3. This is not a good look for 1, 2, 3. But again, they do have the ability to bounce back. It's just the question of how to do it is probably bouncing around in their minds.
Yeah.
It's like, well, ZOL don't want to fight. It's not because they can't. It's just they just want to hold it down up until 30 seconds. They like to inject a healthy dose of paranoia.
Yeah.
Not the Omen ability, but you know, where could they be?
I mean, I feel like that passive has been online since Sunset as well, and it's the same start with them being on defense. They still haven't found that solution just yet.
They are still trying to write down whatever notes that they have in mind. Maybe puzzle this together. ZOL have given up a lot of map control though, which is a
I've got your
completely
trail.
different look. And now Decoy has to bounce out. He does have a rocket here to maybe throw in the way of ZOL.
Yep, forced to back away. The entire team, even orbital strike from space. And taken onto Lamp, so that's clear. Still holding onto the rocket. And Orgel is gonna fall down. 4v5 right now, and 1, 2, 3 evens out the competition in this round. Kakarot takes another one down and make that a double. And now it's all up to Answer with his ultimate. Gets a second. Maybe this is it. One more bullet in the barrel, but misses as Kakarot gonna take him down. Chintu 1v1, Sky versus Sky. Knows where the other one is, and there you go. Exactly the round that 1, 2, 3 needs.
Did you see the patience by Chintu, by the way? No panic spraying whatsoever.
Nope.
Relax, guys. I got this. I love me a cool, calm, collected operator. No operators here, but you know. At the same time, Answers really help them put their foot back in the door here because we don't want another first half shutout. At least for Team 1, 2, 3. They did save their economy because of taking that round. Now ZOL, they will suffer the effects of losing that. They still have an op, but it is on Zin, so this double Sentinel. I'm curious how this is going to work out soon, but they hear the sound spot.
This is gonna be hard. Good thing he's able to clutch out that grab net. Unless he tries to push this. He's still recovering! And Patman just eliminates him while he's still trying to recover from that. As Orgil does have a sight onto short. Now moving across lamps. Surprise, Patman has realized another kill. 3v5, and it's looking pretty dicey for the side of 1, 2, 3, Raph.
Dicey indeed, and they need a good roll. Hopefully it's not a critical failure here. As Decoy and Chintu muster up as much as they can, but where is this going?
It's going 5-1 right now, Raph. ZOL Esports still continuing the formula, continuing the success that they've attained from Sunset onto Bind.
My goodness. I like that Zind is on the deadlock. I think we were talking about this too, where they have been experimenting with some of these comps, and you know, whoever came up with these strats, God bless you. I just feel like there's just so many creative applications to agents like Yoru, like Deadlock, ISO.
Vice.
I'm so happy we're finally getting a lot of that. You know the rules. You peek, Zin teaches.
Yep, that's exactly the lesson that has been learned, and that's the reason why they're not gonna go for a second time.
Well, don't ever double dip is the lesson of the day, apparently. But 1, 2, 3, they haven't really changed the defensive configuration, and rightfully so. As 1, 2, 3 finds a first pick, maybe opens it up for his teammates.
Very important one at that. Removing Patman from the equation. Kevzi, though, already in this territory. Now, 1, 2, 3. Wants to actually look over there, but surprise, it isn't in position with that operator shot. Now it's going to be ZOL Esports flooding in. Kevzi already far forward, looking into lamps. And now having to reveal Orgil into this matchup. And Zin gets a triple with the operator as well. Now Decoy, forced to save a gun probably.
Yeah. I mean, I would want to see a crazy 1, 2, 3 here, but they are looking down his way. Kevzi will not allow such clutches to happen. Now, one thing I want to point out in that round, Riku, is since they've read that Chintu has not moved from his B position, they have a lot of confidence moving Zin up, especially in a place like that. Because normally you kind of want to wait for the contact and let the flash pop. It's okay, Decoy.
Yeah, it's okay.
Aside from that, like, you kind of want to wait for the pop flash and then just fight it out. But Zin, hey, you know what? I'm gonna swing.
Yeah, like the fact that he was able to sneak in so far past the crevices of bats was a question for sure, because I remember 1, 2, 3 checked bats for a little bit, but not towards the left. They were busy looking at the camera, making a sound cue, and I think therefore that was enough for them to just really assume that the Cypher player, Kevzi, is probably in another place. So team 1, 2, 3. Again, I feel like Bats and Short from A is probably one of their biggest issue, at least up against ZOL.
The thing about ZOL is that even if they're not gonna hit you with a set play, they understand how to move around the map so well. So if they pick a pivot point, you really will see the use of it. And I think that just comes with time and experience. You know, this is a formerly champion squad, and
Yep.
once you're a champion, you don't really stop being one. Experience will always be there for you. Now, 1, 2, 3. I don't know what type of adjustments they'll make here.
I've got
It
your
does look like
trail.
they're not willing to take this Octomon fight anymore.
Yeah, perhaps it is the utility fight as well, sending the birds every single thing onto the site as well. Decoy this time around. Oregon, it's their own kill. The operator, the annihilation activated. It's gonna add pressure,
I have
and it
them
doesn't
now.
actually get one, and it's 1, 2, 3 now sealed into the equation, and
Last
that's the
player
only
standing.
answer left to get
Spike
this
planted.
retake down, Raf.
All right. Never mind.
Never mind. Safe.
I would have wanted to, like, seen 1, 2, 3 retaliate, and a lot of us do.
Yep.
At the same time, when you get caught by the annihilation, I think it's so anxiety-inducing for really everybody on the team, because now you're like thinking, oh my goodness, how do I get my teammate out of this situation? But it does look like Kakarot's not even gonna allow a save. Is he gonna knife him?
Ooh. Nice pick. Come from Answer. A save in the bag. Jet actually going through this exit.
Not your best.
Able to at least damage economy even just for a little bit. But ZOL Esports has been winning these past few rounds. They've been keeping that operator for consecutive, maybe 4 or 3 so far. ZOL Esports still in a big lead here.
Oh boy. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, what is the step-by-step process here if you really want to dismantle ZOL? Number 1, the op is still in hand, as you mentioned, and now you have to take into account Patman is very close to the showstopper here. So you kind of have to put this on Chintu, where like, oh, I need to really, really flush out this op where it is. I need to save a flash for it. I need to use, like Trailblazer for it. I keep forgetting that's not an actual dog. I think it's like a Tasmanian devil.
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
But if not friend, why friend shaped?
I ask that question every day when I see a cute thing. Yep. Anyway, 1,
Talking
2,
about
3.
cute.
Yeah.
This
1, 2,
is-
3 here. This is an interesting angle. They're gonna do a push and pull here.
I like it. I like a lot. I like it a lot. Speaking of cute, this is an angle that could be very beneficial for 1, 2, 3. But they don't get much out of it. I do like the patience again by ZOL. How many times do I have to say it?
There it is, exactly like that. 1, 2, 3 doesn't get a second because Jet is there to shut him down. Gravnet onto Answer. Jet, he's surrounded by the way, and yet it still doesn't deter him at all. Flash in hand, maybe still gets a triple at that. And they invested so
30
much
seconds left.
onto bats, and the smoke has been revealed, concealed.
Player
Answer
standing.
able to take him down,
Spike
but Zin
planted.
responds in kind. Decoy, the only one left here. Let's see how he does. It's very difficult with all angles covered. One looking at bats, one towards the side. It's just such an awkward take as Kakarot shuts him down. 8-1 now. ZOL Esports still very, very far ahead.
I would want to say that this is not as big of a lead as you think.
Okay.
And I think it's just 2 round swings, you know? 'Cause number 1, you have to break the economy of ZOL first, which is difficult. Because now they have, like, what, enough for 3 more round buys no matter what happens. Number 2, you have to figure out where ZOL is trying to pivot from. And so far, you see how they're so spread across the map that you would think this is such a bad idea because they're not in a position where they can trade for each other. But
Yeah.
they're winning their duels anyway. Or have I jinxed it?
We'll find out soon, and literally
Beacon
right
down.
now, Jet acknowledges that this might be a threat. Maybe that's 3 members pouring through long, so they back away.
I did not jinx it.
You did not. Good job.
Yay. Now,
Yippee.
this is also a good job for 1, 2, 3 to stay alive for as long as they can. I do hope that Answers will get a little bit more value from his forward positioning because that's essentially what Chamber is really, really good for. At the same time, like I said, ZOL have been on top of how they shuffle their utility, and there is just no way Zin can walk into this angle. Crab peek it.
Maybe. Well, Missed out on each other. Operator versus operator. They don't get to meet, but maybe the Vandal will. An answer. Very big value off that. Not stopping just yet as 1, 2, 3 still continues with these picks across the map.
30 seconds left.
Once again, he does have that get-out sale for free.
Spike down A.
And the
Beautifully
collateral.
done. Yeah. Even the jump, but I think damage has already been done. The A1, 2, 3 fully catching up here. And that's a really important round win for them.
But not nice enough to die.
They need everything they can get at this point. Number one, break the economy, get those eco swings in your favor. But at this point in time, there's just no more room for it. I do. Well, who wouldn't like that shot, to be honest with you? But the fact that they punished Zind for trying something silly like that is already a good sign. Because you cannot let the enemy team get away with that. ZOL, you don't want their confidence to get too high up because they will run you down.
And that's definitely something that they should continue to respect. Double operator in the hands of 1, 2, 3. So every side will have that operator threat. Unless the showstopper flushes them all out. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful shot again. Nice.
Down
It even flies across the map, but Kevzi takes him down. No triple kill for you. Jet, in the meantime, covert operation, have infiltrated the premises, but Decoy finds him. Showstopper will not find its target as Zind takes Decoy down. Now, Kevzi already pretty damaged. The silence potentially deafening as Zind takes round 2 over here on to Lamps. Orgel already with the angle. That's a problem. Now, Chintu has a really nice idea that Kevzi or somebody just might push. They're so patient, Raph. Here comes the crouch from Zind, and it's effective. They actually pull away. They don't know that Kevzi wraps around already. He catches him off with the ult. Has to reload. 10 HP. The Seekers will lead them to the right place, the right
30
idea.
seconds left.
And now, Chintu, you have so much information, but it's about
Spike
dissemination of information. The decision making. What can you do now that it's planted?
That it is.
One
They're
enemy
trying to
remaining.
crawl up. Sights canted, but no answers found. At least for Kevzi. ZOL, they hold on, Riku.
They do. They really do.
Last player
It's
standing.
that game
There's the
of
way.
1v1. This is a chance still. ZOL Esports has clutched before in these kinds of situations where you think they're not gonna win, but in the end, they do. And Zind with a 4K.
Last
What
round
a
in the
round for
half.
ZOL Esports.
Spend wisely or spend foolishly. Just
Again,
spend.
snatching a round from the jaws of defeat. ZOL, show their heart, show their grit. And 1, 2, 3, despite having such a great start, perhaps overheating just a little bit. 1, 2, 3 already got 2 free picks there, but decided to updraft up. Well, updraft.
Yep.
Try to find an extra, but unfortunately, that somewhat began the demise of 1, 2, 3 because now ZOL had a lot of room to just move forward, right?
Yeah. They have a lot of tools. They've got Annihilation. They've got, Null Command. Sorry. They got the Neural Theft as well. It's just a lot in their bank at the moment. And they don't have the double operator threat anymore like earlier.
Yeah. I do feel like a lot of the success is going to come from the operator. I mean, Team 1, 2, 3, they have proven that they are really sharp with that. At the same time, they also have to protect their operators just a little bit more if that's supposedly the win condition.
Yeah, it was so effective earlier. It was so beautiful to watch. But at the end of the day, these 2v2s are just so good when it comes to ZOL Esports as well.
Again, those days spent in the boot camp together, training, maybe molding over rank, paid off for ZOL. 1, 2, 3, on the other hand, they need a few more reps to really iron out all the rough edges on their armor. At the same time, we're just so happy to see more exposure from the regions, really.
My territory!
This is a crucial shot there.
Yeah, very important. Even forced to back away. Annihilation. Not having to find a target just yet. As they're already inside the site, but they're surrounded. 1, 2, 3 has enveloped the entirety of this territory. Now all they gotta do, try to line up all their utility. See how they work. It's like just like that, Chintu. And decoys, but they get taken down. Kakarot has an angle, has a shot. And ZOL again, in a blink of an eye, wins this round once more.
Switching
Second map of the day. ZOL Esports, 3 rounds away from winning. And if they win this pistol, it does feel like it's going towards that direction. What?
Boy.
Action right away! Raph Patman with a double kill already.
Well, like we said, superstar
Goodbye, destroy.
expectations for some of these players. They will deliver. ZOL, they are, I think, foaming at the mouth.
I have to
They
spike.
want this
down
map. They
A.
want the series.
Last player
They're
standing.
not even giving me the chance to pass it to you.
I know, it's just action all over the place. They're even jumping here, Jet. Finished the job and we talked about the pattern. If you win the pistol in this kind of lead, most likely you're gonna take this series.
Oh dear me.
Last player standing.
Oh dear me. We normally don't see ZOL this aggressive, but then
Yeah.
again, maybe they've formulated some sort of solution for that diesel engine-like start.
Yeah,
And this is a great way to supplement it. They know that their mid-round calling is great. They know that in latter rounds they can definitely outlast a lot of these teams. So maybe,
That
just
goes
maybe,
there.
they need
This is a
a
nice
fire starter of a play.
Might start with answer here. And exactly like that, they needed that first blood for them.
careful now.
Blood on my suit.
Cage trigger.
It's okay, Chambers rich, he can buy a new one.
I like that, you know?
Spike
But
planted.
look at Kevzy still tearing it up.
Absolutely. Trades all over the place for the side of 1, 2, 3. They've already gotten the plant down. They need to watch out for this basically front to back. Zind and Jet, they've been clutching before. Crab net activated to watch out on Tokar's Cubby. Bit of damage onto Zind already. One
player
hit.
standing.
All that's left with decoy into a headshot. Sheriff switching weapons. And there you go. 1, 2, 3. Survives a little bit more.
That's right. There is a third round on the board for them. Once again, they will take any round. That is very much harder by them. Kevzy nearly getting a second kill here too, so that was dangerous for just a little bit. And to circle back on our original point, I like how everybody has like superpowers or super genius. Meanwhile, Chamber, what is your superpower? I have money. I have a lot of money.
Oh, okay. A chamber really does have that.
Over there.
Wait, ZOL Esports pushing outside of hookah. Finds the one, but Orgil finds the kill. Does he know that
Whoa.
Patman might follow through? Actually leaves that angle from Market as 1, 2, 3 is lurking near Fountain. So Patman has really good instincts, and instead 1, 2, 3 did not expect this at all. Now it's a 1-for-1. Things are looking good for both teams first, but Kevzy firing a lot of these
Planted.
pre-shots onto the smoke. But so far, so good for both.
Either way, that could have been so bad. They do get the Vandal on board with Patman, and he's trying to relink up with his team here. They are on the flank as Jet and Kevzy have to try and get attention away. But once again, time is running down.
Yep, it's going to be a stack onto short. They need to clear that badly, including Lance. The decoy finds Patman. Now Chintu has information. There's not a lot of angles for them to approach. The smoke is going to expire, and the head's about to get taken out. Now they're completely surrounded. 1, 2, 3,
enemy
decoy
remaining.
discarding the spike with his life. And 1, 2, 3 wins another round, 4-11. They're still in the game.
That they are. Oh man, I was just about to say how insanely expensive this round has been for 1,
yeah.
2, 3. And it just gets compounded by a spike death. At the same time, I really like this play from Patman to be really disciplined and be patient. He could have honestly swung out and tried and get the trade immediately. But no matter which way he went, even if he did try to go for 1, 2, 3 or chase the main stack down, it would have been beneficial either way by ZOL. 1, 2, 3. You see them slowly coming alive here. They're getting the first picks. They're entering with confidence. And now they even have the utility to do that again.
They've got the showstopper. They've got an outlaw for the side of answer. It has been a constant A push maybe this will be successful. Jet has an angle, but a crouch. Fire from Chintu is gonna do the job to open up a lot of these things, but Catman has the good read. Dodges the flash, but it doesn't dodge anything after. 3v2 now. Zin with a beautiful shot. Will go back in to Hall, going towards elbow to wrap around. And they don't check that, but they do have eyes on that at least. With the smoke about to expire real soon, they get the peek down. Now it's all up to Answer here with a jump. Peek is gonna deny that whatsoever. The reposition from Answer, maybe a wraparound onto Hall, but Kevzi's already out of that area. They're gonna miss each other, maybe. Crouch shot's not gonna save you from that Answer. They're climbing back up here, Raf.
One rung at a time. The ladder to coming back is looking more and more realistic. 1, 2, 3. If we get to the 6th round, I think ZOL have to start worrying. I like the attempt here by Zin to maybe go for the annihilation play, but I like the sharp shooting by Answers even more. And with that being said, it's an eco round, so essentially this is gonna set him up for an ultimate moving forward. They'll still have Annihilation and Showstopper, so they do have 2 picking ultimates here. I'm curious what they could do with it. Oh, look at that. You saw the anti-jump tripwire there.
They're gonna take that out of the way, out of the equation. 1, 2, 3. Has eyes on left before the smoke drop. That's complete genius. Decoy flying and floating. Finds Kevzi as well. Things are going so well for 1, 2, 3. And look at them go. They ain't stopping. They're just really on fire right now. Really taking advantage of the momentum that they've been building for the past few rounds. Patman's gonna get shut down as well. Now, just as you said, they're looming in closer and closer to ZOL Esports.
Surrounded by minha
The fact that
família.
They did manage to do this while remaining fully intact. It is even better for their economy. Now, I feel like some of these choices being made by ZOL is getting a little curious. They are avoiding the choke fights, which is what Mongolia as a region has been very good at least from the Chinggis Warriors to the Mongols, and now 1, 2, 3. I am very surprised ZOL is being stubborn with some of this. At the same time, 1, 2, 3, they're looking to make this a banger of a map.
Oh yeah, they didn't quite show up on Sunset, but it looks to me that they're making a really good comeback into the series. We've seen a lot of crazy things in the past for Valorant. We've seen a lot of teams stuck at 11, unable to reach the match point mark. But maybe ZOL Esports, they've got a lot of pick
Caution here.
potential, just as you said.
the spike.
Maybe they'll use that later on.
Well, we'll definitely have to space it out just a bit more. 1, 2, 3. Slowly but surely. Getting the confidence they need to punch through this deficit.
Camera taken out.
You see now ZOL playing a little more, I guess, composed in comparison to the last few rounds.
Yeah. They're more patient, they're not pushing compared to before where they're reeling it in, which is, you know, a very good sign for a lot of teams. But now pressure is building. 30 seconds on the clock, which they're going to be. Maybe?
Oh boy.
30 seconds left.
If they go through Bass, there's a sonic sensor. They can't run if they want to teleport. We'll see.
Swapping sides.
You're right. That's such a good thing to point out. The execute is going to come. Who is there to pick it up? It's ZOL. Wow, what a welcoming embrace.
Exactly, a orbital strike as well, but 1, 2, 3 is returning the favor. Now they have no time. They're going to plant the spike. Firing a lot of shots. Annihilation! The spike! The spike is flying away! Oh no, now they exactly don't have time. Annihilation! That's the best one I've seen yet into this tournament. And ZOL Esports reaches match point.
My
Match
goodness,
point.
Zin is the driver of that white minivan. In 1, 2, 3, they were, I guess, unlucky. I mean, that thing could bounce. That thing could honestly find literally anybody on that team, but it finds the controller. So it's like, oh man, now what?
Yeah, what do we do?
That's...
And yeah, you're right. That annihilation is pretty hard to land. So that was a really good read. To send it to
Play,
teams.
let's play.
by the way, I'm glad that you pointed it out. Sonic Sensor is so good against double duelism. Essentially, you want to go fast.
Exactly. Ooh. Right now, though, gonna get value off the Sonic Sensor as well. Exactly like that. Zind takes advantage, gets the 2, and now 3v4. It's looking a little bit awkward for 1-2-3 at the moment with the numbers that they have at the moment.
Oh, Zind. He senses something is afoot.
That's much better. Oh, Zind 1v1 with Orgo here. Doesn't find the right shot. But Orgo finds it otherwise. Let's see. Having an angle onto Baths. I have a lot of time here to work with to plant the spike.
This is a tall order for Pac-Man.
Spike planted.
Does have a decently full set of utility and a pick to his name now.
Get him.
With two Riku. Answer
Yep.
still has his op in hand as well.
And the smoke is gonna be gone.
Enemy remaining.
Oh! Fast reflexes. Jet knows where one is, doesn't know where the other is the problem. Now they're gonna be pushing! This is the shot! Still full HP! There's the tag! Yellow health bar. One eye on from Bats, but the lineup from Orgel is going to slow this down. There is no time. Jet
player
forced to
standing.
actually push Bats. Unless, nope, answers. Classic with a classic shot. 1-2-3. Very, very close now in score with ZOL Esports.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm excited.
Me too.
I mean, like we said, right? Sonic Sensor is so good against the double duelist comp because they have the big boys to really kind of maximize that type of composition. As well as the general lack of utility on the side of 1-2-3, they really have to fight into a lot of things. And I'm actually surprised that ZOL is having a bit more difficulty trying to hold down the fort when normally this is their strong side.
Yeah. I'm sure. Oh! Both shots from the Outlaw. Oh, sorry, a Headhunter is not gonna hit. 1-2-3. Dashing through. Doesn't hit the top part of that area because of the grav net and force the fall. But they did get a lot of space in. With the Sheriff on hand, they actually do a teleport play. And here comes Jet. Having the angle. They actually teleport through.
Spike down B.
Batman rushing! Got
enemy
everybody!
remaining.
This is a broken line, by the way! They just ended here and now. ZOL Esports with the 2 finish in this